Yeah, sorry about that. I was actually not done, but don't forget with this trading view recording session, you're only allowed to record about 20 minutes. I guess I exceeded that, but let me try to keep this one very short and simple, and so that I can give you to spot the first entries. If you're looking for sell opportunities, this would be the perfect time to take your sell opportunities here, as we had our first rejection. Now we seem to be heading our second rejection. In 1 hour time frame, the good thing is it can still give you an overall direction of both the small time frame and the big time frames as well. I feel this is the middle part. It's quite in the middle. So it's very well balanced with regards to looking for short term trades and long term trades. So here you can see if you're looking to take a sell, you can have a sell from this point up until here. As much as these days I've been actually doing some few sells, but most of the time I was never a seller. I was basically mostly a buyer. Only this year I've actually started taking down on some sell trades because of we have seen big sell movements this past few weeks. Actually, the last 2 3 months, yeah, we have seen a big sell. So, like I said, if it rejects here again, it means we're not looking for buy opportunities. It means we're gonna start looking for buy opportunities from the 50 mark or the 13,721 mark, where my my second trend line is. We can never mind this one because sometimes it's just there to get the support for the trend line when it goes exceeds beyond this point. But I'm thinking if it ever goes down, it's gonna go somewhere around this area. So yes, this is how the percentage usually helps me. Nasdaq never really moves beyond 3%. If it does get to beyond 3%, it's usually unprecedented moves. There's something big happening, like the war, Russia and Ukraine, and we usually see those things around Fed talk when the rates talking about hikes and all of those things, or inauguration of the president. So we usually have big days where big things could influence market move beyond its precedented moves. So usually Nasdaq moves around 3% a day. So if you're looking for buy opportunities with Nasdaq, you always have to look at this, right? Buy opportunities for Nasdaq usually starts around 2% these days, 2%, 2.5%, 3%. If you have big capital, even at 1.5%, you can start looking at buy opportunities. But my advice, never take any of those trades before 4:30, because usually at 5:30, around 10 past 5, 20 past 5, we usually see a big retest around those times. If it's a sell, it's usually a continuous sell around that time, and then it usually turns around 7 o'clock. So if you can incorporate all those things, if you use your trend lines, you look at where it's at, where it started, where it ended, and you look at if it doesn't have a momentum to actually break to continue to go up, and then you wait for it to go retest below. You can even add and take a sell opportunity from there to say that if it retests here, at least you already made something out of it. And if it retests here, you know you were going good profit, you know. So that's basically, I mean, it's really this simple to trade pairs like Nasdaq, your US 500, your US 30. These are the pairs that usually respect price action. So you have to be wary of your time. Patience, I think, is key into getting proper trades. You can find you can actually make profits every day on Nasdaq once you get to understand the whole percentage thing, how it works, as well as applying your trend lines quite correctly. If you don't know how to apply trend lines, the simple thing you can also do is just use you can simply use Fibonacci. Fibonacci can be a great help for those people who are not able to put trend lines. Look at it this way, right? I want to take it all the way up here again. Seeing so now 1 hour timeline still works, right? Look at that. I just moved it quite a lot from up there to even higher because now I was zoomed in, so now I was zoomed out. So I figured even when I zoomed out, right? And I still extended this trend line up there to the previous high and the previous low, right? You can still see we're both looking for to breakage in the same space. So it means around this area it has to break. Before it breaks around this area, we cannot say we're looking for more buy opportunities. It means for now we're still looking for sells. And so we're certainly sure that it's going to break here. That means once it breaks here, we're going to look for more opportunities going up here. But my guess would be going to 14,400. With the bigger time frames is showing us that we can expect it to get to 14,800. So time frames, smaller time frames will help you to know when to enter and when to exit. So since I'm also using percentages, it usually, if it's on the negative, I usually wait for it to get into the positive, and usually when it gets into the positive, if I've already done 0.50 to 1% worth of that trade, I usually take my profits and work out. So this is basically a simple strategy of trading Nasdaq. Simple analysis going from a smaller time frame to a bigger time frame. I think even if I was to drag this all the way here, would still correspond with some of my trend lines here, because price action is quite something easy to spot. You don't need anything hectic to be able to see where you're gonna have more than two touches, you know. And once you start putting your trend lines, the market becomes quite clear. But don't forget, always use a bigger time frame first to see the general market. You can see here we are supposed to exit our now sell opportunities to look for buy opportunities. But before then, we need to confirm this site for it to break fully out of this area so that we can say the market has officially turned around to the upside. But again, don't forget, since this is on weekly, so it means it won't just go there in just 1 day or 2 days. It means it's going to take weeks. It's going to take weeks to actually get there. The same way this took weeks to actually get here, because we even had the big rejection, the first big rejection, the first big support, and then again on top here where we had our first big rejection as well. We also went back up there to retest for the last time. And look at that. Look at that. Even on a bigger time frame, Fibonacci still went out exactly with our trend lines as well. And it also turned around just on top of it, exactly just on top of it. You see? Also responded, sorry about that. I have so many trend lines here. I have so many charts I usually analyze with different people, so people have different views. But yeah, so that's what we're having with Nasdaq for this week. We're gonna start looking for buy opportunities once it confirms. If it doesn't confirm, that we're expecting a retest somewhere below where it retested um, last week, Wednesday, Thursday, when the war started. We might be seeing another potential retest there. Uh, but there's a big support on the 12,600 there. So let's keep that open for now. I'm not gonna entertain it very much. Once we have confirmed here on the weekly chart, or actually even on the daily, once it confirms with us on the daily, at least we can start saying, can we expect it to reach just below there, or can we expect to see our market turning around at least to the 15,000 levels. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. And yeah, I hope you had fun and you understand where you don't understand. Hopefully, I can have another session where I can answer some of the questions. And yeah, thank you very much.